Hey guys, it's Chat Dude 2008 here, and today I want to review this AIM controller I got not too long ago. I have made sure to spend around 100 hours playing with this controller and everything just to make sure I got a good amount of time on it to review it and make sure it works well. Notice it is orange. That's one of my favorite colors, so that's the reason I got the orange on it. I have my control freaks on it right now, but I'm going to take those off. I do recommend control freaks if you do not have them. This is from AIM, A-I-M controllers. It actually is kind of difficult to look them up because with all the new VR stuff, there's something called an AIM controller that's just a product but not this company. So you may have a little bit of trouble. I'll link the store in the description. There's a US and a Europe side of things. But yeah, this is a Pro controller. And at first it doesn't really look much different than a regular controller. Like I said, I got a different color, but you can do that with regular controllers too. And then of course it has their logo on the button there. But if you flip it over, it has these paddles right here. And this is actually the main reason why I got an AIM controller rather than a scuf or a shark. Not too long ago, I did post a buyer's guide for different controller companies, including scuf and shark. And if you watch that, you know that I chose an AIM. And this is the main reason. They still do the same thing that scuf and shark do. They have paddles, which you click this paddle. I don't know if you can hear that. Let me put it up to the microphone. But you click that paddle and it is assigned to one of these buttons up here. I have mine assigned to my slide button, and I actually, for Call of Duty, I have it assigned to this left one assigned to my melee button. I was so used to stick and move that I didn't want to change it, so I still jump with this, then I slide and melee. And this can help you a lot with your reaction times, because if you're using a normal controller, you have to take, this is your aiming thumbstick, so you have to take your thumb over here and jump, and now in all the Call of Duty games you have to double jump and hold it if you're wanting to go up higher. So the longer you have your thumb off of your thumbstick, the longer you cannot turn your head and you cannot aim. So it really hurts your response time and things like that. Overall, I love this controller. You can get trigger stops. I did not, because I already use L1 and R1 for my shooting and aiming anyway. And the same thing goes for the trigger stops. The reason people like that is because of the response time. I have to pull that thing all the way down and then lift up every time I want to shoot a semi-auto gun. Whereas this one, I can do it a lot faster because I don't have to pull all the way up and down. And the big reason why I got the AIM controller is, like I said, the paddles. The way they're designed, I've seen so many scuff reviews where the paddles that come down like this, they just snap in half from people they keep on pressing them like that, and they're just like a little, I don't know what I guess you'd call them, a popsicle stick looking thing, and it just finally snaps like that. I can press this as hard as I want, and because the controller is there to stop it, I may hurt the button that's in there, but I'm never going to snap these paddles. If for some reason maybe I got it on a piece of clothing or something, maybe I could snap it back this way, but I do take pretty good care of my controllers, so I don't plan on doing that. I will be posting a video later just to tell you how durable this is, because that is one complaint about most Pro controllers, is how durable they are. But that will probably be in like 3 to 5 months, just so I give it enough time that if it's going to break, I'm going to have it on here and I can tell you that it broke and how long it took. So hopefully y'all get a good idea of how good this controller is. I did not see very many English reviews of these controllers. So far, I would definitely recommend these. They also do have a removable thumbstick, and if I have to buy another one of these controllers in a year or two or however long, or if I ever get sponsored by AIM, which if I were to be sponsored by a controller company, this would definitely be one that I would look at. They do have removable thumbsticks where you can remove them and add a different thumbstick to it. But the way they do it is different than scuf. They actually have the base of it stay there, and you just remove the thumbstick part and put a new thumbstick on top of it. So it's pretty interesting, but I would like to know how well that works. So I'll definitely review it if I ever get one of those. The last thing I am going to review is their customer service. And I was so impressed by their customer service. This Christmas, I got a bunch of Amazon gift cards, and that is how I was able to buy this controller. They already had some listings on Amazon for their controllers, different colors and things, stuff like that, but they did not have it where you could remap these buttons at the back, and that was a problem for me. I want to be able to remap them just in case a game won't let me do that in the game. I can do it on my controller. So I emailed them, and the next day they got back to me. By the next day they had a listing on Amazon so that I could get this controller. It was 2 days, it was very quick, it was awesome. They also shipped it to me within, I think it was a week that I got it. So that was pretty quick, especially compared to some of the other controller companies. So that was awesome also. I really hope that this review was helpful, and if you like my content, go ahead and like and subscribe. See you on the next one.